If your dad proposes to you, you can't just choose the bear. You need to become the bear. In the Italian fairy tale, The She-Bear, that is exactly what happens. Hi folks, I'm Liz, and it's the 4th anniversary of my series,
Fucked Up Fairy Tales with Liz.
Ding! And every year on this date, I share a fairy tale where a king wants to marry his own daughter. Why this uncomfortable tradition, you ask? Well, that's the first kind of video I shared that took off, so technically it's not my fault, it's yours. Once upon a time, in the city of Napoli, Queen Nardella was dying. She was the hottest woman in the land, officially so, but it doesn't matter how many boners you cause, death comes for us all. The queen's last words made a demanding promise of her husband. My darling, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Uh-oh. Promise me you will not marry again unless the woman you marry is as hot as I am. If you break this promise, not only will I use my bodacious bosoms to curse you, gasp! Not the Neapolitan superstition of pointing your boobs at a man to aim your curse. I will hate you for eternity, and I mean into the afterlife. My darling, I could never dream of loving another woman after the pleasure of loving you. Should I break this vow to you, may a spear be thrust through my heart. May I get the goutiest of gout. May God send lightning surging through the sky too. Oh, she's dead. The king was wildly devastated when his wife died. He wept and wailed, he cursed the fates, he tore out his hair and his beard in despair. But eventually he got over it, and by eventually I mean before the sun set on his wife's death day. Well, you know what they say, when God closes one door, he opens another woman's legs. I am hosting a hot or not contest at the palace tomorrow. Every tasty little snack in the kingdom should show up at my door, so I can rate her hotness against my dead wife, who I should note was ranked Italian Esquire's sexiest woman alive even just this morning, seconds before she died. Word spread, and a bazillion women showed up. The king lined up every single one of them, and he walked up and down the line to assess who was the most worthy. Too fat. Too skinny. Eyebrows too thick. Eyebrows too thin. Teeth too crooked. Teeth too straight, believe it or not. You are trying way too hard. You are not trying hard enough. God damn it, is there no woman left alive who is as beautiful as my dead wife? It was then that the king turned and gazed upon his daughter, Preziosa, who happened to look exactly like her mother. When the girl you gave life is as hot as your wife, that's amore. Hi, Dad. Marry me, Preziosa. What? No. But I'm in love with you. Well, snap out of it! The princess gave her father a piece of her mind. She truly ripped him a new one, which is dope as hell. I love how she stands up for herself. Of course, the king didn't take his daughter's rejection very well. He told her that if she didn't marry him that very evening, he'd have her eviscerated and then some. Neat guy. Preziosa went to her bedroom and wept. When her cosmetologist showed up for the princess's nightly skincare routine and asked why her eyes were so puffy, Preziosa explained. The poor girl was thrilled to learn that her cosmetologist was also a bit of an astrologist. That came out wrong. Don't worry, honey, I have the very thing that will save you. When your father comes to you this evening to do unspeakable things, I want you to take this piece of wood and put it in your mouth. That act will transform you into a she-bear. As soon as you turn into that bear, your father's gonna freak the fuck out. I would time it just when he drops his pants. In other words, wait until the most traumatic moment possible. I know, but think of the story. While he's screaming like a Strix, that's when you make your escape. Go straight to the forest, you'll have lots of luck there, and as soon as you want to resume human form again, you just take the wood out of your mouth and you repeat as necessary. Preziosa thanked the woman with flour and a few slices of ham, which is a pretty terrible tip. Nonetheless, after a long celebratory feast, the king showed up to forcibly consummate his marriage. Then Preziosa pulled out her magical stick. Say hello to my little friend!
She put the wood in her mouth and instantly transformed into a fierce bear right before the king's eyes. Her father was so scared he rolled himself up in the blankets like a piñata and didn't emerge until morning. Preziosa made her way to the forest, and she got along great with the wildlife. The following day, a prince from a neighboring kingdom visited the forest and found himself fearfully gazing upon the she-bear. But Preziosa liked what she saw.
When a prince in the woods has the looks and the goods, that's amore.
She approached the prince like a friendly dog would, and he adored her. He started petting her like one.
Aw, come here, you cutie pie little bear. Come on. Woof, woof. Meow, meow. No. Cheep, cheep. God, I do not know what bears say.
To be fair to him, they don't cover bears in Old MacDonald. The prince took the she-bear home and had his staff house her in the gardens with the best food and service. The gardens were visible from his room, and that night he peered through the window to watch his pet, and what should he see but a gorgeous woman combing her hair. He ran outside as fast as he could, but Preziosa heard him enter the garden and she resumed her fuzzy-wuzzy disguise.
Where is she? Rawr. When a lady is there, then turns into a bear, that's amore.
The prince became extremely lovelorn for his pet bear, so much so that his mother was very weirded out and told the servants to kill the animal. But just like in Snow White, the servants were so charmed by the cute little bear that they just let her loose in the forest instead. And they told the prince where he could find her, so the prince smuggled the bear back and kept her in his room. He begged Preziosa to drop the bear suit, but the bear just blinked back at him innocently.
Come on, bear, turn back into a lady. It's a me, the prince. Oh, Maron, I am so in love with this bear. It's making me sick.
Yes, the prince was bedridden with love. He put on a show and refused every meal. His mother was so alarmed at his sudden loss of appetite, she was ready to give in to any of his demands.
I need you to eat something, baby. Come on, have a little tuna, just a bite. No. It's got protein. You need protein. I'll eat whatever you want if the bear cooks it for me. Baby bears don't have fingers. How do you expect a bear to cook you something when she has no fingers? Oh my God, is she making a risotto?
Yep, Preziosa in bear form cooked a giant meal, and I mean she killed and then plucked and prepped a whole chicken, and the prince was so excited he ate the whole goddamn thing. Then he left to give his doctors a urine sample, which is a detail I truly never thought I'd read in a fairy tale, but that is straight from the text. While he was out, Preziosa the she-bear made the bed and she strew it with rose petals. The queen was impressed. And the prince? Well, the prince, to be frank, he was horny as fuck.
Mama, if I don't kiss this bear, I'm gonna die. Oh my God, bear, kiss my son. Kiss him before his giant erection consumes him.
So the prince and the bear kissed. They kissed and they kissed hard. He grabbed her face and she wrapped her paws around him and they necked right in front of the queen. The prince stuck his tongue so far past that bear's teeth that he dislodged the wood from Preziosa's mouth. She transformed back into a woman and the transformation didn't even break the lovers' stride. They kept going at it.
Okay, kids, let's leave a little bit for the wedding night.
Preziosa told the royals her whole story, which the queen was charmed by for some reason, and in no time those two kids got hitched with the queen's blessing. And the tale ends with a moral. Those who do good may expect good in return. For my part, I would have attached an epilogue wherein Preziosa sends word to her dad that he might find his own babe by kissing a bear, and he could see how that works out for him. Thank you so much for being here for 4 whole years of fucked up fairy tales. I'm so excited to tell you that any minute now you will be able to pre-order my book of the same name. It's coming out this year. So soon. I'll have more specifics next month, probably. I just met my marketing team. But if you really can't wait, some Googling will get you some info. I truly have no idea what else is in store for Fucked Up Fairy Tales, like where and when you'll be able to watch it. Can you keep watching it here where you are watching it? I don't know. But luckily, the series has a distinct name. I have a very distinct name right there. So again, Google will be your friend in this instance, because you should be able to find me wherever I go. And I really hope you do, because I want to see you for the next Fucked Up Fairy Tale.